Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, in my book, where I do what I do for you. I got a nice little quick lesson for you today. Concentration. Think about that. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, that's what I'm on. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question. You know what it is. Do you know you? You will before I'm through. It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. A person who knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows and believe and think that they know, who knows, a person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my eye, be true. We get into the next level. Right thinkers, let's talk about concentration. And this is the first level of what? Meditation. Let's talk about it right quick. This shouldn't take long. I'm going to have some fun. Have you ever tried, and this is all stuff that you can put into effect for yourself. What's this? Have you ever tried to hold a single thought in your mind? Most people cannot hold one thought in their mind or stop the thinking process for 4 seconds. Or don't talk about it. Practice it, try it, and see how simple you think it is and how hard it is to really do. That's the difference. In order to have success, again, in controlling and going beyond the mind, it is necessary to be able to control your mind. Therefore, concentration of the mind is the first level of meditation and self-mastery. If you can't control what you think, why and how you think, you're going to have problems. Ain't got time. Okay? So understand, and this involves you personally training you training your mind so as what? So to develop your own ability to hold an attention on one subject or one idea for X amount of time. If your focus, if you can't narrow your thought process and focus on something for a few seconds, you need help. Why? That's ADD, attention deficit, whatever you want to call it. But everybody got it, but you can work on it by what? Practicing. That's how you fix it. You go get therapy, they're going to have you practice on it. Some things you can do yourself. Self-improvement means you're going to work on yourself. Self-made. We used to have self-made men, self-made women who took it upon themselves to do something, get something done through the rigors of practice and consistency to put themselves in a better position. Didn't nobody help me. No, I did everything for myself. Oh, you think it's no, I put the work in. And in order for you to get what you want out of life, you got to put the work in too. That's the difference. I'm not selling you a whole bunch of billy goods. I ain't telling you nothing except what you need to do for you. You got to put the work in. Oh, yeah. Concentration. I never forget the game as a kid. It taught me to focus. And I would use it on I told my kids the same thing that I learned that helped me, I passed that on. The stuff that didn't help me, I didn't give it to them. Like now, I'm not going to give you bad information. I'm going to give you wrong information. No, I'm going to give you what I know. Simple as that. I ain't going to worry about that. Concentration also consists of you curbing what? Those stray thoughts right there. Whatever thought come to mind, like a bus, if it ain't yours, let it go. If it ain't your stop, go on. You control that. I got the concept, that's what I do. So I'm trying to put it to you where you can understand it. Layman term, you control what goes on the thoughts of your mind, what to act on, what to let go. So as to what? For you to cause a convergence of what? Your mental energy on a single object or thought. Be able to focus on one thing. One thing. Oh, I got so much. Nope. One thing, 4 seconds. It sounds simple and stupid. But if you can't focus for 4 seconds on one thing, it's going to be hard for you to pay attention. It's going to cost you. Pay, yeah. If you ain't paying attention, it's going to cost you. Understand that. And when you don't have control of what's going on inside between your ears, somebody's going to manipulate you. The object may be a flower or a divine icon symbol. Whatever it is that gets you to put that focus, you need to work on that. That's the starting point. That's the starting point, okay? Remember, at this level, the daily practice of virtuous living, ding, 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 ding. You can hum all day. You can sit all day. But your actions and your deeds carry a whole lot more weight. Understand that. Just praying to God and all that talking don't mean a damn thing. It's your actions and your deeds. And when they're virtuous and righteous, what happens? It's a great help. Why? Because it allows you now to what? Conserve that spiritual energy that would be otherwise wasted on what? The endless pursuit of what? Physical desires and indulgence in what? Negative behavior. I don't entertain negative thoughts. I don't entertain doing bad things. I don't even entertain those thoughts. They come by, I let that crap go. That's the difference. And one time, every thought, I drive first with that and suit my fancy, and I'll go with that. Not a good way to live. That's self-gratification. That's fulfilling your desires. All those stuff, that's what it is. We all been there, but the idea is to know better. If you knew better, you should do better. If you know better and still doing about wrong, you got to pay for that. Simple as that. There's no excuse for that. But when you learn how to get past all those negative behaviors which agitate the mind, and it all prevents you from what? Concentrating. Concentration means to block all that out and focus. Like the magnifying glass. You turn that thing around and then focus, whatever it's going to burn up. Why? Because focus, all that attention going right there. And that's the focus that can start a fire. The thought is the fire inside you. But in short, write this. The mind in an ordinary human being is like an ocean with a myriad of waves. It's all over the place. It just goes with the flow. Again, your emotions dictate the action. That's never good, okay? But that's the concept. Your mind is like a myriad of waves of all shapes and sizes. Big, little, don't make a difference. But that's all the thoughts that's going through your mind. They're trying to give you a metaphor. So through what? Through daily practice of what? Meditation, right? Thinking philosophy, Mayat. The mind now becomes like an ocean, but without the waves. Can you imagine an ocean not moving, just peaceful? You got lakes that does that, but ocean pretty much, it's got to be way out where it ain't no moving. Pretty much the wind blowing, everything's going on, so it's always something going on. So that's your mind, always what? Agitated. That's what they mean. Something's always, you think about this, you worry about that, you got to deal with. Never in the now. The present is for a reason. Once you understand and master that through meditation and purchase righteous and virtuous living, it'll be a whole different animal. Now, have you noticed personally that when there are waves, it is difficult to see the bottom of the water, no matter how shallow it is? Hard to see through that, right? Okay. But have you also noticed that when the water is calm, there is what? Total visibility because what? All the sand and dirt and other objects of the water have what? Settled to the bottom. Get the concept? And in the same way, you cannot see the depths of your mind because it is what? Constantly in movement. Hard to see. You can't see. Slow it down. Clarity. Oh, I can see, said the blind man. And you're blind because you're ignorant of what's in front of you that you got other stuff blocking out. Your ignorance. Raise the veil of ignorance and you'll see clear. The sediment is ignorance of unconscious impressions and is constantly what? Being stirred up, and the foam, sprays, and whirlpools of thoughts and emotion, all that's going on inside you, in your mind. Okay, it's all mental, so it's all going on up in between your ears. And it do not allow what? Your vision of what lies beyond these to be seen. Why? Again, clouding your mind with a whole bunch of stuff. Cloud, we can't see the sun. Why? For the clouds. They thick and they get in the way. Okay? So you as a person who is untrained, there you go. If you don't understand how to meditate, you don't have nobody to teach you. If you are untrained in the art of meditation and yoga, is constantly thinking about what? Your mind's constantly thinking about objects and how to acquire them, things that you want. I gotta have that. I gotta get that new car. I need that big house. About the past, well, I didn't get that. I wish I had that. In the present or your future, about how what? To satisfy that what? That ego desire, which is constantly, because he's not going to stop, that arises and so on and so forth. When you are ego driven, you either want that. You want something, and no matter what you get, you're going to want what? More. That's greed. You can't satisfy your desires. Trust me, of the flesh. They always gonna want more. Soon as you have that orgasm, what? You ready for the next one? But no, I'm there. Okay, moving on. But that's the concept. What is good, you want more of it. Learn how to know the difference. But you, as an individual, we talking about individual, you must now learn what? How to ignore the constant what? Stream of input from your senses, from the physical body, because it look good. Ooh, he's saying something that just sounds so good. She smells so good. When they touch it, it feels so good. That's all body. That's all carnal. That's all flesh. Don't let that be the end all be all. This process of what we call withdrawal will allow you to what? Achieve what they call true introspection. Check yourself. Do I really need that? Do I really want that crazy? She look good, but I know what come with that. Stop looking at both sides. Mayat means what? Duality, pros and cons, the good and the bad. See both before you make that decision. If all you see is good, that means you blinded by the bad. If all you see is bad, you blinded by the good. So it's always good to both sides. A judge can't make a decision without hearing both sides. That's what your brain should work just like that. You're the judge, and you should have what? Understanding of what? Both sides before making a decision. Is it good or is it bad? Discernment should work like that, instantaneous. And many people who practice concentration in the world, the big difference is what? The idea of concentration as it's presented here from what? That of the world is that worldly minded people, egoistic people, they concentrate on they concentrate on any means through which what? They feel they can achieve the object of their desire. I mean, I'm a skin, grin, and whatever I need to do, rob, chill, to get what it is I want. Hidden agendas. Somebody dealing with you because you got something, probably 9 times out of 10, they want what you got. They won't come out and ask, but they're going to try to flick an egg. I hate those kind of people. My old man was good for that. Don't you want some ice cream? No. What he do? That psychological I hated that. Don't play with me. I'm not one of them people. Me and him fought tooth and nail. Because I ain't one of your peons. I'm an individual, dog. No, I don't want no damn ice cream. You want to go to the movie? No, I want to go to a movie. He was a big kid. All he wanted was somebody to play with. I wasn't no kid like that. I was my own person. Even with my old man, we fought back and forth. Yeah, but that was the kitty thing. No, don't sway me. No, you don't control. I hate that manipulation. Don't you want? No, I would tell you what I want. Moving on. Sorry about that, Dad. I didn't get you in there. But watch this. Here you go. And worldly people, or what they do, they would do whatever they could to fulfill those desires, to get the objects. Watch this. Now, some want to what? Get rich. Others concentrate on what? Creating inventions. Those are inventors, those are nerds. And others on what? Becoming wealthy enough so that what? They can spend their time in various distractions, on various distractions of life, which what money can buy, and still others concentrate on your boy evil activities. In spiritual life, the object of concentration, here we go, now, is to what? Control the mind. Why? In order to promote purity of the heart and strength of will. Not giving in to your lower nature. Not giving in to that half-naked bro that walk around sashaying. Not, oh, I gotta get that. I ain't got time for that nonsense. Not giving to these young girls something around throwing their body. Not, that's all ignorance. And that's what a lot of us do. Fall into what? The pleasures of the flesh. I'm 67 years old. You ain't gonna get me with fleshy stuff. Moving on. I ain't got time for that. That's young people. Knock yourself out. You realize later on. When you're young, go for it. I've been there, done that. I ain't got no problem with that. That's what y'all do. Y'all do. That ain't what I do. I ain't trying to do it with you. Why? I'm a grown. I would never marry a woman at my children's age. Why? I wouldn't marry my kids. So that's just personal. A little too much information. But in the spiritual life, objects of concentration is to what? The object is to control your mind to what? Promote purity of your heart. In ancient Egypt, where I studied, the book of coming forth by day, y'all know it as the book of dead because you got it from the dead people, but as well as the ancient Egyptian wisdom text from 5000 BCE, and the sole object, listen, of all spiritual practice of our ancient ancestors is explicitly stated to be the attainment of Makaru. What's Makaru? Purity of heart, harmony, righteousness, and this will lead you to spiritual realization and knowledge of self. And the reason for leading a meditative lifestyle, becoming God conscious or religious conscious, Christ conscious, is what? Which involves your detachment from nonsense, your dispassion for other people's concerns, and your righteousness, and that will lead to what? Harmony, and so that what? You personally may be able to reduce what? Your personal distractions and the wastage of what? Your mental and emotional energy, which is squandered away when? On things which are not needed and which upon closer self-reflection, you'll probably know what? And not even real anyway. Why? Many times people are so involved in what? And with the world and things of the world and human relationship and experience that they what? They cannot stop thinking about objects, people, situations, relationships, things which they desire. They just got to have it. And watch this. They exhibit what? Their desires of hate or wish to acquire things that they like. Your ego either like or don't like. It's simple as that. Don't be led by that. But as long as this condition exists of ignorance and misunderstanding, interpretation of how you're thinking, it will be extremely, you hear me? It will be extremely difficult, if not almost impossible, for you to achieve success in meditation. So it's some things that you have to do, and if you don't do those things, that makes it almost impossible for you to achieve the thing that you're looking for when you go into the meditative state of mind or try to practice a meditative lifestyle. You have to be able to control the things that you thought you may need it. I learned to do it without. I spent 3 years in prison. I've been uncomfortable for a long time. I know how to be uncomfortable and make do. Can you? That's the thing. I can't do without. Oh, don't worry. All that you can't do, no. When you have to, you will. So prepare yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like to tell you, brace yourself. Why? This might sting a bit. Truth always does. All right. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got more for you. Next one is aids to concentration. I just gave you the idea. Now I'm gonna give you the aids and things that help you do just that. So I'll be back with the next lesson. Hope you enjoyed this. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers passed away. I'll be right back.